Hello and welcome to another video in our Law of Attraction and Manifestation series. I hope you're enjoying the videos so far. In this week's video, I'm going to be talking about resistance. So I've got a load of notes. There's a lot of things I want to cover in today's video. So bear with me if my eyes go a little bit off where I just try and keep up with my notes. But I don't want to miss anything out. It's such an important topic to cover. And it's the topic that most people really kind of ignore. So what do we mean by resistance? Well, resistance in Law of Attraction essentially is having a belief or a thought that is inconsistent with your manifestations, goals, dreams, or desires. And it may be that you feel that you're doing all of the right things, you're doing your daily visualizations, your affirmations, you're working with your vision board, you're journaling your desires. But if one part of your mindset is out of sync with the vision that you have for yourself, then this is going to impact your manifestation success. Also, if you are in an energy of lack or doubt, you will find it a struggle to manifest your dreams, desires, and goals. If this sounds like you, then it's worth considering that limiting beliefs can be subconscious as well as conscious, and it will need deep thinking and uncomfortable self-reflection in order to work out whether or not you're blocking your own success and getting in your own way. In this video, I'm going to share 4 steps that will help you release resistance to your goals, dreams, and desires. Step 1, identify resistance. How hard you have to work in order to identify the signs and sources of your resistance will depend on how much you understand and think about your own limiting beliefs. Okay, so let's consider some of the common issues around that. Are you, first and foremost, are you avoiding joy? And it might sound crazy to think that you could be avoiding joy. I mean, who does that? But it's not as crazy as it sounds. Reflect on times when you have or you do resist on opportunities for growth, positive change, or advancement in your own life, even though you know that you would enjoy them or you would benefit from them. What is behind that? Now, I'm reminded of a time when my oldest son, who was quite young, he was about 5 or 6, and he wanted to join a taekwondo class. All his friends were joining. He was really into sport, so he was really excited to be doing this. So we set it up, arranged it all. We got him all the outfits, everything. And then we were about to go in the door. He refused to go in. He wanted to do it. He knew he would enjoy it, but he stopped himself at the very last moment. Why? Well, essentially he was worried. He was fearful. He was nervous. And this was preventing him from taking a step towards something that would be a source of joy and happiness for him. Now, I know I'm talking about a 5-year-old, but we do this as adults too. The difference is that as adults, we don't always have our parents or anyone else for that matter cajoling us or helping us overcome fears. And just to confirm, there is a positive end to that story because my son did overcome that fear and he did move towards joy rather than walking away from it. And he kept going in for years and years afterwards. And eventually he got a black belt and won trophies for his achievements in Taekwondo. So you can see what happens when you do overcome a fear. Another sign of resistance is looking at any addictive patterns of behaviour that might be showing up for you. Now, these aren't just addictions in the traditional sense, such as alcohol or drugs. Addictive patterns can be anything that you compulsively repeat, even when you know it's self-destructive. And this could range from overspending to isolating yourself, forming relationships with toxic people, taking excessive risks in life. So consider areas of your life where you may be engaging in these addictive patterns of behaviour. Is this holding you back? Is this creating resistance for you? Another thing to look out for here as well is stress. And although most of the stress we experience comes from external sources, there is a reason that some people gravitate towards types of situations that produce extreme stress. So watch out for how that may show up for you in your life. It may be at home, at work, or socially. Another thing to look out for is procrastination, and we all do that, right? But resistance often shows up in lots of small behaviours that add up, leading to a lack of real progress towards your goals, dreams and desires. So if you regularly find yourself being distracted from your goals, there's a good chance that you're working with an internal block of some kind. And a common sign of resistance is also minimising your goals to other people. So if you downplay your goals to others around you, that can be a signal that maybe you're not really serious about what it is you want. It reinforces that resistance. It underlines the overall lack of trust that you have in your universe and yourself and your ability to create the life that you want. Once you realise how and when your resistance is showing itself, note it down. If you do that, it will be much easier to identify patterns. And then from there, you can begin to uncover the source of those patterns and then look for solutions to remove the limiting beliefs and therefore remove the resistance. Step 2, understand the resistance. So law of attraction resistance is essentially psychological resistance. There is going to be some differences for everybody, but there are some common factors. So for example, sometimes resistance comes from the fear of the unknown or a fear of change. So you may block yourself from moving on simply because you would prefer to stay in the comfort zone. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't, that kind of attitude. Even if you're unhappy, you feel stuck and stagnant and rooted in the same spot because of the fear of moving into something else. So ask yourself this: are you scared of change? You can remove the power of the unknown by asking yourself simple questions. What's the worst that could happen if you were to take that step in that direction? Often, it's something you can easily handle. And once you make amends with that, then it takes the fear of the unknown away. It reduces and dilutes the impact of that. In addition, you could consider the flip side. Ask yourself, what's the best thing that could happen if you were to take a step in that direction? If you go ahead and let change flow into your life, consider of all the positive things that could come from that. So resistance is also frequently related to low self-esteem. There may be a part of you that doesn't really believe you deserve everything that you want to manifest. This can also lead to self-sabotage. And while this isn't rational, don't underestimate the power that your inner critic can have over your ability to manifest your dreams. If you suffer from incessant negative inner chatter, dig deeper to uncover where that may have come from. Many of us have internalised harsh critical figures from childhood, and these become ingrained in our belief system, causing cognitive distortions. Step 3, take action. I'm banging on about that all the time, but part of taking action involves not only identifying the obstacles, but making plans to overcome them, and then doing that. So while the steps above will help you make sense of the behaviours that block your success, you still need to take the action in order to propel yourself forward. How can you take action? There are lots of different ways you can take action on this, but here are some ideas for you to try. Meditation. Now, studies show that regular meditation actually changes the way the brain works and operates. It helps regulate emotions, especially unpleasant emotions. It helps ground you in the present moment. And when you're grounded in the present moment, you're not worrying about the future and you're not ruminating over the past. You're therefore not allowing fear to hijack your thoughts. This is really useful if you are prone to negative or anxious spirals, because those spirals reinforce resistance. Therapy or coaching. Keeping a diary, talking to friends, engaging in group contact are all great, and they can help enormously and have massive impact. However, there are unique experiences that you can only really have with therapy and coaching. This includes the support, compassion, and the neutral element of a third-party observer. Someone who is trained to be able to spot the signs of resistance, and someone who will be able to guide you through the process of overcoming it. These people are committed to your personal growth and success, and by investing in yourself in this way, you're also committing to take action over your resistance. Try Reiki or energy healing. This can really help reduce stress, and it rebalances your energy centres, offering the ultimate mind, body, soul MOT. And if you feel blocked but you're not sure where you're blocked, Reiki can really help you with this. Some other ways you can do or take action is look at the job that you're in. Is your job part of what's keeping you stuck? And be really honest about this with yourself. Is this reinforcing resistance by lowering your self-esteem and your confidence? Does it sap all your energy and drain you of every bit of resilience? Maybe it's the people that you work with that are doing that. And it may not be practical for you to change jobs overnight, but you can at least start to pursue leads for maybe opening up the opportunities in that area for you. The other thing could be moving homes, changing your whole environment. And now this may seem extreme, but sometimes the place you live in can drain you in the same way as your job. It could be unproductive and ill-fitting for you. You may not just feel settled or at home where you are. Ask yourself why you are in the place you are in currently. And if you want to consider starting fresh somewhere new, why don't you do it? I mean, I personally have experienced occasions where I was drained from both of those aspects, my job and my environment, the place I was living in. And whilst changing both didn't come without, it was challenging, it wasn't impossible. And it did offer me the opportunity to rebalance and become more aligned with my goals. So that may be an idea of an area where you can take action too. Step 4, reflect and move on. So the final step to removing resistance is to call time on feelings of guilt, regret, and self-loathing. Look, we have all made decisions and choices that in retrospect we may view now as being wrong or the wrong choice or decision. However, you'll be healthier and happier if you can just accept that those experiences are a necessary part of your journey. They're not failures. In every moment, action and reaction, there are lessons. Nothing is ever wasted as long as you learn the lesson. And if you take one message from this video, let it be one of forgiveness for yourself. No one is perfect, and you do not need to be perfect in order to live the life that you deserve. Finally, practice gratitude. Each day, try to connect with the reasons why you appreciate your life, what you have, the people around you, the people in your life. Experience the sincere joy and gratitude of what you have is a game changer. It was for me, and it can be for you too. Use a gratitude journal or a gratitude jar, and these can be great ways to ensure that you are consistently practicing gratitude and you're occupying a mindset of gratitude. Once you release resistance, you can be open to receive anything you desire and make the most of your manifestation power. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel to make sure you're kept up to date with all the videos that are coming over the next coming weeks and months. All of my links to my social media are in the comment section below, so please consider signing up to some of those with lots of free resources, free workbooks and free tools to help you with your manifestation journey and so much more than that. In the meantime, have a wonderful day and I will see you in another video. Bye.